comment?
Amit, yeah, you deal a lot with UTM. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so this is a very interesting topic, and a very topic very close to my heart. So one thing you have to keep in mind, all these regulations and laws, they are in place for good actors. A bad actor, no matter what you do, is not going to follow the rules and regulations. So that's one way we have to look at things. So regulations are for good actors who are doing the right thing, following the rules. A bad actor is not going to fly below 400 feet. He's not going to stay out of a restricted area. He's going to do what you need to do. So that's something you have to keep in mind. And then to the comment that was made about rogue drones and non-conforming. So in UTM, there are concepts like having a contingent operation or a non-conforming operation. So if you say you're going to fly you file a flight plan and you say, and I'm talking more not recreational, I'm talking about more commercial applications. You say, and it's not about these small drones itself, right? As we transition towards what's called urban air mobility, Jetsons is becoming a reality. Like it's going to be there. It's still a little out in the future, but it's coming. It's closer than we think. So flying cars, flying taxis, and stuff like that. So you'll have these highways in the sky, just like you have highways on the ground. And just like you have rules of the road on the ground, you need rules of the road for the highway. And if you say you're going to stay on this highway, I want to make sure as a UTM system, you stay on this highway. And if you go out, I'm going to notify the relevant affected operators in the area or the stakeholders, depending on what the situation is. And let's say, for example, you have a lost link. You lost your C2 and you no longer have positive control of your aircraft and it's flying towards a controlled airspace. How do you notify the relevant? How do you clear the airspace? So those mechanisms are being put in place. And then from a public safety law enforcement point of view, if I step into my backyard and I see a drone flying over my pool or something like that, is it a peeping Tom or is it just someone just doing a package delivery operation? Like so, with the remote identification network or broadcast base, I'll be able to get that ID, but the PII would be protected. Just like a license plate, driving license, like you can see everyone's license plate, but that doesn't tell you who that car belongs to and what the driving record is. But if I'm a law enforcement official, I can run the plate and I can get all the details. So similar concepts are being worked on for remote identification, where a law enforcement official will be able to get more granular detail versus any other user. And these are not just paper. This is not just vaporware. These are not just concepts. These are some of the things we have actually exercised and done in field in New York, in California, in Switzerland with the regulators and the law enforcement officials.